Hello, hello, hello. Hey guys, are we live? Please drop a hi if you can see us.
We'll be waiting for a few minutes for everybody to join in. So please, till then, stay with us. And also, please drop a hi if you are able to see us and you are able to hear us.
Okay, yeah, yeah. Hello, 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 hello all.
Okay. It's great to see you too, Ravindra. So great that we are here now. So, hi guys, welcome to Code Decode. This is Yashi, the content creator for this channel, and the female voices that you hear on the video, that's of me. He is Vipin Jain.
Hey guys, I'm Vipin and I am mostly involved in the all the study material now, the POC creation in the channel and the video that was involved. Also, you have heard some of my videos in this channel, so that's about me.
You must have also seen him on the podcast series.
Yeah.
Also, the Udemy course that you might have seen on the full stack development on Udemy, that is also well designed, created, and generated by him only. The voice was me, and the research was actually of him mostly. So that was all about us. Yes, we are IT development developing. We are in IT development for like about 8+ years.
Yeah.
So that was most of the introduction about us. And we would like to thank you all so much. We are here just because of you guys. Your constant support and motivation helped us to reach this milestone. And yes, we were about to do this particular live stream on the 100K, but I was on a 9th month pregnancy, so I was not able to do that. But now we are blessed with 3-month-old baby boy Vian, and he has given us some spare minutes to do this live session.
Yeah.
So here we are with you guys. And the reason for why we are doing this session is for two reasons. We were always interacted in the technical ways. We never get a personal chance to have an interaction and connection. So that's the reason why we are here. And secondly, the reason is that we have some very good news for you guys. That is, we are planning some mock interviews. We have received so many comments and messages that they are not able to crack the real time interviews. Seeing the video is very different, and giving the real time interviews is very different. And we know that because as the history says, with this 8 years we have been changing our companies for every 1.5 years, 2 years. So we also needed the place where we have all the content ready. But for sure this is not enough. So for you people, we are planning some mock interviews, and we will be discussing about all this in the mid session. So first we'll be taking the Q&As.
Yeah.
So let's get started.
Yes, yes.
So the first question that we have received, so we have few questions already received in the Google form.
Yeah.
So the first question that we have already received is how this channel actually gets started. So this started around 8 years back, 3 years back.
Sorry, yeah, this
Yeah.
started around 3 years back. So the intention to create this channel was like we both were preparing for interviews, and we wanted to have some place to store our materials, to store our videos. So we decided to shoot the videos so that we can reference those videos in the early future or near future. But we made it public, and like
This actually helped both us and you guys. So yes, even your comments and your support is actually the reason why we are able to put so many videos, and which actually helped us also, because we are in this IT journey. So yes, that's the reason why we have started this channel. The second question that I really liked on the form was that why our videos so rare, and why is it just once in a week?
Yeah.
The reason is that
The reason is like we are a full-time working professionals, and we hardly get times on Saturdays and Sundays, and now we are blessed with a baby boy, so we are not getting a single minute even on night. So we spare some time in the weekends, and we try to prepare content for you guys, and that's how we are rolling right now.
Correct. Now we'll be taking some queries of you from the chat. So let's get started and take some questions from the comment sections, and then we will be discussing about the mock sessions that we are planning now. So
The first question is, ma'am name is still hidden. So
yes, that's Yashi. My maiden name is Yashi Mehta, and now I'm Yashi Mehta Jain. Very happily since like 4 years now.
yeah.
The voice for changing our life, making it easy. Thank you so much, Aditi. You have been the constant support for us. And hi, Rishi. It's very good to know you. And yes, thank you so much for being with us. The presentation, yeah, this is also a very common question that we always get, Anand. The reason we are not giving the presentation or PPT live, the reason is that we research and we do a lot of research on the things. So what happens is that during the research, we have many blogs, many sites to be taken. And what I do is I always put that site and link in the PPT. Now, if I release that PPT, that will be a copyright issue on my channel. So you won't be able to see us again if I release the PPT to you guys. That is the reason the PPT is not available to you publicly. But or every material, everything that I teach is always in the description bar below. So you guys are not actually losing anything. You have everything with you. It's just that a PPT that I've created, I cannot give that to you. The content, everything I have given already to you. So there is nothing with us. It's everything with you only.
Yeah, and like there was some copyright things also involved in that. So because of this reason, like we are not sharing it, because we on every day we are receiving the comment, please share the PPT. But we know that due to some copyright reason, there like we can't share with you.
Okay, we have one more very interesting question, Farhan. For 3 years of Java development, there is no calls. What? There is no? I'm not able to see the. Okay, no calls are there. The reason for this is that yes, there is a dip in the calls. Even I can see in my stats also. He is also telling me continuously about the stats.
So currently, the year end is going on. So in most of the companies, you can see the annual shutdown. So because of that reason, also there is some dip in the call. But I think after like January or February, you can see, or probably after March, you can see a lot of calls. Also, there is one tip: if you are applying from Naukri, just make sure to edit make sure to add a space, or make sure to just refresh your description every morning, so that recruiter will get to know that you have updated your Naukri resume just now, and you will be able to get the calls very frequently. So that's what I used to do, and that's what she used to do, and we were able to get a lot of calls. Also, what you can do is, like, if you have a notice period of 3 months, although this is not an ethical way of doing, but I'm just sharing my views. So if you have a notice period of 3 months, just put the notice period as 1.5 months or 2 months, and negotiate with the recruiter that I'll try to negotiate with my recent company. And once you will clear all the interviews, then you can say the company that like, I'll try to negotiate, but due to some project dependency, I'm not able to like negotiate it, and I have to serve the whole 3 month notice period. So that's what I used to do.
He has very good hacking techniques. I mean, I never did that, but he made me learn all those things. But yeah, things actually work. For me, it worked. So yes, for service-based companies, it does work. We have one more thing. Hitesh, yes, thank you so much for purchasing the course. Hope you find it helpful. Just let us know in the reviews that it is helpful or not. Also, we are very open to any changes that you need to do, and we will be adding it as sub-module in the same course. If you have purchased it, it will be available to you free as soon as we add sub-modules to it.
Yeah, whenever we will develop the Spring Security part in the course, we will let you know, guys, and we will include in the recent course only. So you will get to know.
Yes. Spring Security is also remaining. Also, there is one user module that is also remaining. Also, there is one more thing remaining that we are planning to do, that is Azure integration, and also one more thing, that is email integration with the asynchronous communication. That was all left because I was on my pregnancy 8th month when we were shooting these videos. So yes, many things were left, but that is, at least the course is end-to-end complete video with full stack development. So it will be much more helpful. Apart from security and user module, you will get everything in the course. Just the two things are remaining. We will be adding these as a sub-module or as a separate course soon. And yes, don't worry that if we add to a separate module, the subscribers, even now we are giving the course for free because you have always been a loyal to us. So yes, even if you need it now, he always keeps on generating some coupon codes, which is making the course
Yeah.
either at the 50% or completely free for you guys.
Yeah, most of the time like Udemy sales are going on, so if you can see it in the month, two or three like sales are going on per month. So you can either check on a daily basis, or you can mail us. I'll generate some coupon code, and I'll reply to that mail. Also, there is one question like from VS, and that is, I'm currently serving notice period. When can I expect more interview calls? So, as I recently mentioned, you can expect calls after January or like after March. So, because of the shutdown, like you can see, like many of the people, many of the recruiters are on holidays. So, like after January, you can expect some calls.
Also, we have one question from Vishal. Can you cover some videos on UI? We already have the many of the videos of UI, that is of Angular, and all the basics of Angular is already covered on the channel. Though it is very long back, we have covered it like 3 years
Yes,
back, I
yes.
think now. So yes, they are already on the channel, Vishal. Uh, Latest Angular course in next 3 months, we already have it, Ravindra, on the channel.
The course which we have developed on Udemy, so it was on the recent version of Angular, but dedicatedly Angular course, like we haven't planned in the near future. But yeah, we'll think about that. We have noted the point, and we'll think about that. Due to the recent lost the job, if I am waiting for March, then they ask why.
So much of gap, very common problem.
Yeah.
Ravindra, never do this. Farhan, never do this mistake. Never have gap in your career. So this is a very big mistake that we guys do. If you have a gap, then most of the companies feels that there is some issue because of you lost the job and you didn't get a job. So in
Yeah,
service base,
so
it's very difficult.
like if you have a gap of 2 or 3 months, so it won't be a problem for many of the recruiters. So you can say that for the personal reason, for like for some issues in the family, or for the health reason, you can you took some month for yourself and for your family. And I don't think that would be the concern for many of the recruiters. But yeah, if you have if you have a gap of 1 or 2 years, then it might be a problem.
Even I face the same. I had a 1 month gap, so yeah, even I face the same issue. But yeah, this is a very common problem the Indian companies and Indian recruiters have.
Yeah.
Even the TCS is also having some problems.
Yeah, we don't
because of
want to
the
take some name, but yeah, this is the common problem in some of the recruiters. But yeah, I would suggest you to try to manipulate the recruiters, so that they won't create problem for you.
Also, we have one question. Please share the details of the working experience if we can. Yeah, so we have 8+ years of experience with MNCs, and currently I'm working in Nagaro. You must have already found many of these bookmarks on the PPTs, but yeah, currently I'm working in Nagaro, and yes, because of that reason, I never get chance to create videos on the regular basis because I'm a full-time IT development. I'm actually in the full-time IT development, and only I can create videos on Saturdays and Sundays. Though the editors do upload on the normal weekdays, but these are actually created on Saturdays and Sundays, or the late night after my job is completed. So it's really like. Nothing I can do for that. I have to be in IT to make the videos possible how they are right now.
So Aditi is asking, like most job posting have React in their JDs. Do you have any plans to make videos on it? Yeah, like if you are applying for a full stack, React is a very well known framework. So yeah, we are planning with the React also. In the near future, you can see course on the React. And next question is
Hi Rishi. It's always very good to have you on the chat and everywhere. Don't have to show any gratitude. We have to show you gratitude that yes, you have been the very loyal subscriber to us every time. Your comment, your everything is always there for us. So thank you for being in the Code Decode family. Would love to always be helpful to you. Also, there is one more question I think Sonu has asked earlier, that how to master the system design.
Yes.
So, a very common question we always get from the subscribers, that the system design is the problem that you are always facing with the high level of experience. So as far as I understand, what all project you are working is always a system that is existing and that is completely working fine in the production. So that is a system that somebody has designed. So your project is a very good example of a system design which is resilient, which is fault tolerant, because you are capable enough to handle your client requirements. So what you always have to do is to start with your own project, because in the resume what you give is your own project. And if there is a good interviewer, what always he will do is that he'll start with your project, he'll try to understand what you have done and try to go ahead with your project itself and see where do you like. So always start with your own project. And how to master the system design, you always have videos. I have multiple videos on system design on the channel already. So the basics are always covered with that. So what database you have to choose, you have to go synchronous, you have to go monolithic, microservices, everything is already covered in the channel. So you don't have to worry on the system design part. Most of the things that you will be asked in the interview on the theory basis, you will be covered. On the practicals one, we are going to put some practical examples also. But the very good example for system design is your own project, because it is a system which is already designed by your technical architect. So with the more going interviews, you will have more such you will be reaching to that technical architect position and you will be doing the same.
Yeah, so I like to address one question from Anish and Bhaskar. Like, please make a video on cloud fundamentals. And as a Java developer, is there a need to learn DevOps? I would say if you are an experienced Java developer, like if you are an experience of 3+ years, so learning DevOps is always a plus in your resume. So if you have AWS or Azure in your resume, so it would be a plus, because in like nowadays recruiters or even the teams are expecting that you should know a basic of AWS, because nowadays like all the projects are moving from the on-premise cloud environment to the AWS or Azure, even on the Google Cloud platform. So it would be a plus, and we are planning to upload the videos on DevOps in the near future.
Also, we have some videos on cloud fundamental, but because of less click rate and everything, we found that okay, people are not actually interested in cloud fundamental. That is the reason we dropped that playlist. But if we have enough amount of requirement on that, we will create on that also. That's not a problem. Also, the AWS is already covered in the Udemy course. So yes, we already have many things covered for AWS, like RDS and everything is already covered in the Udemy course. Also, that is given free. So it's one and the same thing for you guys. Either it's on YouTube or it's on Udemy, it's one and the same thing, because you are able to get the Udemy course for free. So yes, it's already there. The design pattern playlist was magnificent. Thank you so much. Yeah, the design pattern questions we used to face a lot in our interviews. So that was a must, a needed playlist. Now, previously I was working with 3 months, with Java 3 months onwards. I'm on talent pool now. Okay, the question is not completed. Um, Ragashri, please complete your question. We are not able to get your questions completely. Hi Shruti, I finally could see the girl behind the videos, and thanks a lot for your videos. I had 6 years of gap because of you to your videos. I cracked the interview with awesome package. We always face this, Shruti. Even I am very much scared that with my baby boy, which is 3 months old, 3 months I'm not sure I will be able to join back, or how will I be able to do. But gaps are very common in our life. It's okay. It's just that with girls, it's easy to make them understand because of her maternity. As of now, I'm maternity, so it's easy. But with boys, I'm very sorry. I mean, this is how it is. It's biased towards girls. Yes, we can have gaps, but you cannot. I'm so sorry, guys. What are your views on future Java language, specifically web developer? If I talk for upcoming 5 years, as my analysis, Java language demand is decreasing. Hitesh, to answer your question, I can even see mainframe technology also having openings. So Java is nowhere in a downstream. I do not see there is the demand going down. You cannot have this down, because this is one of the very core domain where the openings, even you can see less of openings on old technologies. Yes, mainframes might go down, but if mainframe is still here, Java is nowhere to go, leave the zone for sure.
So there might be a possibility that you need extra wheel like for like DevOps or front end technology along with Java to strengthen your resume. But yeah, in like 5 to 10 years, Java is going nowhere. Also, if you will grab some technologies in the AI domain, it would be a very plus for you. So you can switch while having the Java knowledge, while working on the Java project, you can switch in between. But yeah, Java is going nowhere. Like for according to me, like Java is going nowhere like in coming 5 to 10 years.
Also, with ChatGPT and other tools, most of the code is auto-generated. Yes, but creating the pipelines, many things are still has some manual intervention to be done. Interacting with the client, can AI do that? I don't think interacting with the client, having interaction with them, making them sure that yes, I'm able to understand your requirement. I'm able to integrate it. That is not an AI can do. So AI is a threat to the people who are in data. Like for Excel sheets, the automations, yes, it is a threat. For Java developer, it is not. We can never have this as a problem for us.
Yeah.
What are the primary areas for backend development with 5 years of experience, including advanced Java topics?
Yeah, so like you have two paths. Like you can either grab the front end technology and become the full stack developer, or you can grab some DevOps technology like AWS or Azure, and you can become like mix of a backend developer which is having a DevOps knowledge. So according to me, it's easy to have a DevOps technologies along with the backend developer in Java. So if you have 5 plus years of experience, and I'm talking about the service based company, and if you are planning to switch to the product based company with having a 5 years of experience, so first you need to grab data structure and algorithm. So first round would be in the all product based companies or in the good level product based companies is data structure and algorithm. After that, they will test your system design. So it involves low level design and high level design. So first you have to grab the high level design, and then you have to grab the low level design. After that, they will ask you which project you have been working on, and mostly managerial round. So that's how you have to like create your roadmap, and you have to follow the path. If you're having a 5 years of experience, because mostly why they will ask you the system design, because they will take you on the position of as either a senior developer, and if you will give a like a very good interview, so they might take you as a team lead also. So in the product based company, definitely they will take you as a team lead level. So you have to grab the system design and data structure.
Yes, Aditi, that is also a real-time scenario that yes, we are able to capture the real-time scenarios and implement the requirements which ChatGPT cannot do. But yes, even I use ChatGPTs many a times in my implementations. It is good, but it's not a replacement for sure.
Yeah, for like small tasks you can do chat gpt. Like if I have to like write some test cases, like I put the method in the chat gpt, and they like they give me the test cases. But yeah, you have to do some modification to make it run throughout the application.
Also, I would like to take one question from Pankaj on the saga design pattern, orchestration, choreography. We already have it on the channel, Pankaj. We know that this is a very important question. Even I was asked many a times about
Yeah.
this whenever I write microservices in my resume. So yes, this is a very important question, and it is already there on the channel. You can find it on the playlist. I would like to take one question from Raga.
Yeah.
He's having 2 years of experience, and due to recession, he is on pool and leave on 3 months. Now I'm getting the project on Edifec, health proof project. Technology changes fine. See, Raga, being in an IT industry, you can never stick to only Java. Even
Yeah.
he has worked on DevOps. I have worked on machine learning and many things. So you have to be a bit flexible enough. And knowing more and more technology will never affect your existing knowledge, right? So keep on moving ahead. Just do not change complete path. Like do not just move from a complete one technology shift to another. It's okay if you have a midterm change in the tech stack, because they are the people out there in the corporate world. They are paying you, so you have to work according to them sometimes.
Yeah, for Hitesh is asking like for backend developer coming to full stack is quite tough. I am trying still. No, I'm trying, but still not able to form a well responsive login form. Yeah, I mean, for like UI, you have to first grab the HTML and CSS. So that's what I said. Like it's a tough part. So the easy path for me is like you have to you can grab some DevOps technology and become a mix of a backend developer and having a
DevOps
DevOps.
developer.
Yeah.
Also, for this part, Hitesh, most of the HTML that he has generated is with ChatGPT. So here's an answer to your question again. ChatGPT is the one who is going to help you with your small task with HTML, CSS, and the rest part you have to do.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take one question from Prajwal. Currently, I am giving interviews with 3 years of experience, and honestly speaking, I faced a lot of questions that you have covered in your video. So I'm really thankful. Uh, we are thankful because in the comments only you are telling us that this is being asked, and we are catching those things now, and we are creating videos. So we should be rather thankful to you guys that you are helping us with what is currently being asked. Because since last 2 years, I have not switched. Even he hasn't.
Yeah, so like we are also taking interview recently, and that is the only question which we are asking. Also, nowadays we are involving some of the system design and data structure, because nowadays like in interview process is evolving. So even if you will go to some interview, if you are having a 3+ or 5+ years of experience, so they might include 1 or 2 data structure question. If you are facing for service base, for product based they will definitely grind you on data structure and system design. But for service based also, like they are including like 1 or 2 questions, because they expect you to design the APIs, they expect you to design the system if they have some integration, or if they are starting project from scratch. So yeah, that's how the interview process is evolving nowadays.
Also, I'll take one question from Raghavendra. Please make videos on coding interview questions asked in big companies like Mindtree, Infosys, EPAM. First of all, no company is big or small for us.
Yeah.
Whoever is paying you good is a big company for us. It's everything for me. It's mostly the money. And yes, Infosys, these people are actually not getting into complete data structures, but they are trying to just lie somewhere between the coding Java 8 interview questions and all. And we already have all those questions covered in our playlists. So we do have a big playlist on Java 8 interview questions, coding based, and also on the basic data structures. Also, I think he has covered the data structures on the channel for us.
Yeah. So, what is high level and low level design? So,
Uh-huh.
do you explain?
Okay, so that is again the system design question. So high level design, they'll ask you. There is a very blurred distinguish between the high level and low level design. Most of the companies will merge both of them, and what they will expect you as a question is that I have given you, suppose, an e-commerce website development. So what you have to do is, first of all, gather the requirement, design it, how you have to how your approach is. That's what they're trying to think. And in the low level design, they are mostly focusing on the coding part. So you have to divide your thinking in 2 parts. First of all, the logical thinking, where you design your system as what database you have to choose. You have to go for synchronous communication or synchronous communication, what tech stack you will use and why you will use that tech stack. Again, why the database you have chosen, why SQL, why no SQL. These things comes mostly in the high level design. How the blocks you are creating and how you are connecting them is what is the mostly above the high level. And low level, they always focus on the coding part. So they will ask you to code. How do you code order system? How do you send an email through an asynchronous messaging? And that's how mostly the system design interviews goes, and that's how we usually take it. Like how good you are in creating the blocks, how good you are in dividing your complete requirement into multiple microservices, connecting them with synchronous or asynchronous, and deciding how you can communicate them asynchronously to increase your performance. Also, performance bottlenecks is a very important part that you have to see, and also the throughput is important. So these are things we are taking in care for that.
Yeah. So Yash is asking like, are there currently any openings in pure Java development? I don't want to go to full stack. Yes, there are openings in pure Java development. You have to just if you're applying from Naukri, so you have to just mention the key skill, like
skill set.
Yeah, skill set in your description part, or in the skill part, so that you are like you have to mention the Java, microservices, Spring Boot. You have to add these skills, and you will definitely get calls. Although they will ask you for full stack, but you can say that I have been working as a Java developer and I have some knowledge of DevOps. So yeah, you can go for like pure backend development.
Also, he said that I can add DevOps in my resume.
Yeah.
That will actually enhance your resume a lot. Also, when we are going to take your mock interviews, the first thing that we'll be seeing is your resume itself. So your resume says a lot about you, and that's the only way you can communicate to your interviewers. So yes, if you can add your DevOps and make it more catchy, that's the main thing, Yash. So if you can add it, don't think that only by adding DevOps will make a difference or not. It will.
Yeah.
Each and every technology that you add, just that you know it thoroughly.
It will just double your interview calls. So before taking more interviews, let's announce the mock interview part.
Sure.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So in the coming days, we are going to take some mock interviews. Why we are doing is like there are multiple reasons. The first reason is like we have received many DMs on Instagram and we have received many mails on our mail handle that they are they don't feel confident enough to just go in directly into the interview. So what we are planning to do is we are planning for a mock interview session where we will interview. We have some set of questions that we are going to ask, and first we will analyze your resume, and then according to your resume we are going to interview you for around 45 minutes to 1 hour, and that interview will be completely replica of the actual interview that you are going to face. And we will share that interview, we'll record that interview from our end, and we'll share that interview on the channel so that everyone will get benefit from that interview,
your preparation.
Yeah.
Actually.
So it's basically a giveaway from your side and from our side to the community, to the Java community, because from like in the past few days I have been searching what are the mock interview, because if I wanted to switch from my current company, so what are the mock interviews that are on the YouTube? So I'm not finding any more mock interview regarding the Java domain
core.
Yeah. So that is the reason why we are planning this. So what you have to do is you have to just fill one Google form that we have created, and I'm sharing the link in the description box. So you have to fill, and our team will give you a call regarding that, and according to your time zone we will schedule the interview. And the prerequisite for that interview is like you have a laptop, because which is having a webcam, because that will be a face-to-face interview. Either she will be taking the interview or I'll be taking the interview. And and yeah, and we will have some coding questions, so you have one ID ready with you, right? So let me get that link and I'll be sharing that link with you.
It's in the chat now.
Yeah, so this is the Google form link. You have to just fill the Google form along with your full name, your email address, your updated resume, uh, like your tech stack, whatever tech stack you have, and the years of experience. Like we have divided the years of experience as 2 to 4 years, or 2 to 5 years, or 7+ year, 9+ year. So whatever years of experience you have, we will ask question according to that, and we will record that interview and we will share it on our channel so that everyone will get to know like how we are dealing with the mock interviews.
From question from Farhan.
Yeah.
He is having 5 years of experience. Okay, his friend is having 5 years of experience with 4 of development, 1 of support. Now he wants a job as development, but he's not confident enough. That's the reason why we are planning the mock ones, guys. Even
so that
we
is
face the same issue of confidence. So the mock interview comes there. Please go ahead.
Yeah, that is one of the reason. Like I also worked in support for around 2 years, and I can totally understand like that support thing will shatter your confidence whenever you will face some hardcore development like hardcore development interviews. So yeah, that is the very genuine reason. And but if your friend has done 4 years in development, so I don't think that 1 years matters, because no one is asked you like for first year what you have did, for second year what you have did. So that's not an issue. So
ask him to hide his 1 year
yeah,
of support. That's what we do,
yeah,
because it's never like you always get development for Han. Even we do sometimes the support part, because
yeah,
getting us development project from scratch is very difficult. It's just one or two project we got from scratch. Rest it's already pre-made by your teammates. So support is something, it's an integral part of our life. Don't always go ahead for the development, you won't get it much. Rather than go for POC creation and enhance your own set skills and tech stacks, rather than running behind a project in the company for the same. That's what even we do.
yeah. And regarding the mock interviews, like I have to finish this, so I'm
Sorry.
yeah, I'm summarizing this.
Yeah.
Like we will take the mock interviews on the basis of your resume and on the basis of your interview, so that will help you to like to prepare, and will at the end of the interview, that mock interview will let you know that what are your weak areas and what are your strong points, so that you can work on that, and you will prepare for your interview accordingly. So I have pasted the link in the chat. You have to just fill it along with your contact number and email ID,
And resume.
and yeah, and the updated resume. And our team will give you a call, and we will schedule one interview according to your time. And mostly we'll schedule on the weekend, because
Even we will get a
yeah,
chance
even we
to
will
shoot
get a
it on
chance to
weekend.
shoot on the weekend. So we will have that mock interview in the weekend, and after that, if everything goes well, then we'll upload it for other viewers also. Now we'll coming back to Q&A session.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Raghavendra, please make a video on integrated payment gateways and Spring Boot project. Very good video to be created on this. We don't have this yet, and yes, even we don't have this on Udemy also, right?
Yeah. So like we have some of the areas where we haven't touched it yet. So we wanted to create the payment gateway with the microservices as well, and with the Spring Boot project as well. We have noted all these points, and we are noting it down, and we'll definitely create videos in the near future.
So take one question from Ankur. Is it necessary to become full stack developer going ahead, as I'm currently a 4x experienced Java developer? No, it's not a necessity, Ankur. Even many of the people have seen is not comfortable with the HTML CSS part, which is stopping them to become a full stack developer. Also, one small suggestion I have, that now with the ChatGPT in place, it is very helpful in HTML CSS part to us. So and no denying the fact that HTML CSS is a basic place where you have to start with the UI part. So to become a full stack developer, you can also become a Java developer with DevOps. That is also a very strong profile nowadays.
I would like to add one more point, Ankur, here. Like, it also depend on like on the salary bracket. So if you wanted to have a higher salary bracket, so there where you need to have a full stack developer. Because obviously, if you are handling the job of two people, like having a front end developer and a back end developer, so obviously you will get paid a bit more than the back end developer. So yes, a full stack developer salary is a bit more. So if you are planning to go on higher salary, so you have to prepare, like you have to have a full stack developer in your resume. Also, I would suggest, if you are working in service based company, to try to switch to product based company, so that the salary will also compensate, and you will get a good work experience over there.
Take some more questions.
Yeah.
How to improve our coding skills? How can we solve the lead code or HackerRank problems? Hi, Dhanraj. He'll answer this question for you.
Yeah. So like I have saw, like in the like before the
Creating the playlist.
yeah, before the birth of Vian, like I have been preparing for data structure and algorithm. And yeah, I have prepared around 120 to 150 lead code problems. And uh, like the major source of inspiration for me in the lead code was, there was one YouTube channel called Striver. You can search on the YouTube. So that guy created the whole data structure algorithm playlist, and I have referred his videos. And you will get everything about data structure and algorithm, and like you have to have like around 100 to 150 problem in the data structure algorithm. So there is one site called Neat Code, or you can refer to Striver's data structure algorithm sheet, where he has mentioned around 150 problems. So that's more than enough for you, and you will start from the easy problem in the lead code, and then you can jump to medium problem. But like my suggestion is, don't be just happy with the easy problem. If you are solving the easy problem, try to solve the medium. And if you are able to solve the medium problem in like 20 to 25 minutes, try to solve the hard problem. So that's how you will get the confidence in data structure algorithm, and that's how I prepared for it.
I'll take one question from Surya.
Yeah.
Hi guys. First of all, thank you for your awesome work. Request from my end is create a curated Java data structure question based on company playlist by levels like easy and so on. We already have it right on
Which
the
one?
channel. The data structures playlist.
Yeah, but data structure, like videos, like we will going to upload more videos, and yeah, we have to arrange most of our playlist, because we are not getting time for it. So we have to arrange it, but yeah, we will arrange it soon, according to the level of difficulties.
I'll take one more question from Yash. How much front-end knowledge does a Java microservice developer needs to learn in real time? Can you please create a dedicated video on this topic? Sure, Yash. For the front end, we already have worked on Angular. So, whenever we go for an Angular interview, we always have been asked and hit upon with the basics. So, they won't ask you to create a CSS page or something, but they'll ask you on the uh, basics part. So we already have videos created on the front end, Angular on the channel. Also, being a Java microservice developer, if you add the DevOps, that will be even great. For if you want to move from just the simple Java developer to some higher stack. So that's where we prefer going to more towards the DevOps and all, rather than getting into HTML CSS part. But always it's good to have the, if you want to have a good bracket of salary, full stack is somewhat is needed nowadays.
Yeah. Okay, guys, so we have like around 15 20 minutes left. So if you have more question, please drop it in the chat, and like we will try to answer as much as we can.
Yeah. Thank you for your playlist on Java 8. Following you since 2020. Yeah, even that's what we said. We needed before going to even our interviews also. So that is helpful for us also, not just you. And thank you for giving us more and more content in the comment section. And looking to those comments only, we decide which next topic we have to take on the channel. Please create scenario based questions on microservices. Hi Amit. Okay, so we already have many uh, like videos created on microservices already. Also, we have created a very real time scenario on microservice, that is we have created during the COVID time, that is vaccination center and the citizen
Yeah.
like we as a citizen register to a vaccination center, who how the user is managed, everything is already there on the channel.
Yeah, Amit, if you have any specific question that you have been facing recently in the interview, please paste in the chat. We'll take a note and we'll create a separate video on it.
Because most are scenario based questions nowadays. Sure, you are always open to add anything in the comment section. We will look into that and we'll create on that particular topic. Amit. Also for the microservices, we have Saga design pattern, event sourcing, CQRS design pattern, and most of these already are already covered on the channel, and that will be more than enough for your interviews also. So because many of us have already cracked on the basis of that only.
Yeah.
So that will be more than enough for you, Amit. If you have anything special that is being asked nowadays, just let us know. Hi, Ankur. You guys are doing an amazing work. Your videos help me in clearing. It does also, Ankur. Thank you so much for even your comments to help us create more such videos and for motivations and everything that you give us with the likes and supports. Oh, in what case you can use Webflux? We'll create on a video on Webflux and all the reactive programming. Everything is remaining. Pankaj will do that. No worries. In very near future, we'll be using everything that you are being asking. What is the difference between a service-based company and product-based company? Because how much knowledge we should have on data structure, system design for a service-based company? Yeah, do you want to answer that?
Yeah, so service-based company is basically like product-based company. Like first, I'll give you answer like what is product-based company. So product-based company is like those companies who is developing their product,
Own
and
product.
and service-based company like those companies like who is supporting that product, and
Providing services basically.
providing services basically. And if you want to switch from service based to product based, so like you need basically three things. So first is data structure and algorithm. Second is you should have a good grasp on your previous project, like whatever you have did in the past year. You should have a good summary of that, and you will be able to explain that project thoroughly from starting to end. And third thing is system design, because every product based company is asking you system design,
Low level, high
yeah,
level.
low level and high level. So these three things you need. And we are planning to upload more videos on the data structure algorithm and system design in the near future on our channel.
I'll take one question from Amit again. Can you try to cover GraphQL? Yeah, it's also in pipeline. The GraphQL is also in pipeline. Also, uh, one REST API replacement is also in pipeline.
gRPC.
gRPC, yes. gRPC is also in pipeline, Amit. We will be doing it as soon as I get time to do that with Vian. Also, one more thing from Amit. I'll share new scenario based question with you guys. Can you share the email ID?
Yeah.
Uh,
What do you got business at?
oh, gmail.com.
Yeah.
I think this is the business account for us, right?
Yeah.
He handles all the business part, so he knows better.
Can you please share? Can you please create a playlist on Spring Batch?
Even that is very important.
Yeah.
Yes, we'll do that.
That topic is also pending, and we'll try to create it as soon as possible.
Which technology should we learn for Java full stack development? Hi, Sanu.
Yeah, so for Java full stack development, I would suggest you should go for React, because nowadays many companies are using React with Spring Boot microservices along with DevOps. So if you have three things, that is React JS, Spring Boot, DevOps, and microservices. So
Just a second. Hi,
yeah.
Shanu, please stop spamming the comment section.
Yeah, yeah,
We
yeah.
have already taken your question. The technical tech stack is something which Vipin is already sharing.
Yeah,
with you.
yeah.
Can you please stop doing that?
Yeah, because
We'll
other
miss
people.
the main questions, please. Thank you so much for your support, Sanu.
Yeah, so
Go ahead, please.
what was the question?
Tech stack to be learned for full stack Java development.
Yeah. So I have already answered like React.js and Spring Boot microservices and the yeah.
Be a moderator. Okay, I'll take one more question from Arvind. Hello, ma'am. I'm dreaming to see you. I've learned so much from you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Arvind, for your comments and everything. You have supported us to have what uh, tech stack we have to take next, what videos we have to create next. So, yes, thank you so much for you too. Hi, ma'am. Today I've interviewed your video. Help me. Any tips for Java interview today? Hi, Dinesh. Yes, this is a very tricky time, a day before your real interview. Prepare very well, first of all. Even one night is more than enough for clearing an interview. Even uh, when we used to give interviews with a notice period of 1 or 2 months, every day we used to have a lined up interview. So one day is more than enough for your preparation. What you have to do is keep on upgrading yourself and like learning everything, like remembering everything is very difficult. So what you can do is just keep everything noted in some place, and what you can do is just refer to it before the one day before the interview. That's what we do. So what I have is I just have my videos, I have some notes prepared, so that's what I just referred before going to an interview. Always remember, do not miss the important part. Like if you are going for Java with like mediocre level of experience, Java 8 is something they are going to hit you upon. Spring Boot is something they are going to hit you upon. Microservices, the database part. So these are very much things that they are going to ask you. So what you can always do is that have those things in place and like remember how to revise them before one day before your interviews.
Okay, guys. So we have around 10 minutes left. So if you have any more question, please drop in the chat, and we'll try to answer as much as we can.
Yeah. Also, I was talking about the JavaScript specifically more than front-end framework. I mean, it's very vast. Yes, JavaScript is actually very vast. But yes, how I used to dodge the JavaScript question is that I used to say that I work on Angular. Angular internally have capable enough to convert it to JavaScript. So that's how I dodge the questions on JavaScript and take the interview in my direction with Angular framework. So yes, what I would suggest you is that try and divert the interview in your perspective. Your answers will actually make the interview ask you more questions based on your answers. So answer in such a way that you divert your topic more towards Angular rather than towards JavaScript. And even if he tries to trick you with the questions on based on JavaScript, then you can always say that I worked on Angular. I never had a great chance to work on JavaScript. So that's how I dodged my questions. Hi Dinesh, it's 60 minutes. You're not sure what they will ask. 60 minutes interviews are actually a long interviews that you face. Usually, if you have an option, go for 30 minutes. They'll wrap in the theory part itself. With 60 minutes, they'll mostly ask you about to write some coding also
interview.
based on string. So, palindrome questions can be asked. Find the duplicate elements based on Java 8 using the add method of the set to find the duplicate elements and reduce it, or using the hash map and to increase the performance by reducing the complexities, not using the for loops. These things might be asked with the 60 minutes of long interviews. Usually that's the pattern we have always seen with 60 minutes long pattern. Coding might be asked, so just be prepared for the coding part. If it is service based, a small program can be given to you, like create a linked list, create a stack with the linked list. These are very small level of questions compared to the product based. So yes, that's how you are asked in 60 minutes. Also, they'll ask you about the something in the database, somewhere around the REST APIs, microservices, all the major subtopics we have with the Java interview. So that's where you will be asked about. Also, make sure that only those things you have written in the resume, because 60 minutes are more than enough for an interviewer to ask you everything about that you have written in your resume. So make sure in the resume you are writing only those tech stack that you are very confident about. Hi Bhaskar, can you make a video? What are the design patterns you're using in Spring Boot correlated to actual design patterns? This is already covered, I think, right? You have covered how the design patterns of Spring and Spring Boot is different from a design pattern from Java. For example, we have already covered that how the singleton design pattern is different in Spring and how singleton design pattern is different in Java. So the basic difference lies in the fact that there is only one instance per JVM in Java and one instance per Spring container in Spring. So that's how you answer such questions, like how design pattern is different in Java and how it is actually different in Spring. A great question, how the RDS is different from DynamoDB. We'll create a video on that. We're taking a note of it. Is it possible to learn React without JavaScript? Because I hate JavaScript. A very common thing what Java developers face is to hate the JavaScript. It's very vast, and when we are hit upon the interview questions on that, it's very difficult. So uh, it's a difficult part. I totally understand. It's very difficult.
Yeah. What would be the interview question pattern for 7+ years of experience? So at 7+ years of experience, like you are mostly going on a team lead level. So if you are working in service based company, so they mostly ask you on the like architecture level. Basically they will ask you a question about the
System
architecture,
design.
system design, and
Microservices.
yeah, solid principles, like what are the good practices of, like how will you design. They will give you some examples, like you have to design a particular healthcare system, so how will you design it. They will uh, uh, ask you to design the all the class map and objects map of that particular system. So that's what you will be getting. But if you are going into a product based company, so mostly you will be going on SD2 or SD3 role. Mostly you will be going on SD3 role. So they will start with the data structure and they will end on system design, on the low level design. So probably you have to and like probably you have to design a particular system in an hour.
Right.
Yeah.
I'll take a question from Rohan. The real-time usage of design pattern used in Spring Boot. So I'll give a very good example of real-time usage of singleton design pattern in Spring Boot. So you know that we use database connections, right? And you know that hosting a database in cloud is very costly. Now, if you keep on creating n number of database connections to your AWS or cloud, you will end up paying a lot to AWS people, which you don't want as a company, right? So company is more about creating and giving a requirement to a client, but in a money efficient way. So you just have to create one connection to the database rather than creating n number of connections to the database which is hosted on the cloud. So for that reason, you use a singleton design pattern to create a singleton, only one object for the database connection to the cloud, so as to reduce your cost. What is an architecture of microservice? Microservice itself is an architecture, Subhail. I mean, that's how they're basically two basic architectures. The monolithic architecture, where everything is designed in as a one particular complete system. Whereas the microservice is an architecture where you distribute everything and your requirements in a standalone different applications. That's microservice architecture. I hope Yoshita has been answered.
Yeah.
Can you please create, so this is Srilata, can you please create a video on JUnit 5 in Java 17 new features? Yes, this topic is remaining since a lot of time. We always forget about creating a video on Java 17. We'll do that very soon, Srilata. A good, very good topic. Thanks for reminding us.
Yeah. So those who have joined later, like I would like to make an announcement regarding the mock interviews. So those who don't know, like we are planning to create mock interviews. Like we are planning to create a mock interview with you, and all you have to do is you have to fill this Google form, which I am pasting in the chat, and you have to fill this Google form along with your full name, contact number, email address, and your updated resume, and we'll replicate the real interviews with you, and we'll shoot that video, and we'll upload the video on the channel so that everyone will get benefit out of that. So that's our near future plan. So
also, this will give you a lot of confidence before
Yeah.
actually appearing to the real interviews.
Yes.
Because we are in this IT industry for a lot of years now, and we know that how interviews are being conducted. So we just want to give you a real time scenario how the real interviews will be before you actually appearing for your company, so that you are able to grab the company before like actually having a real time experience.
Yeah.
So it's always good to have a mock before going for an interview.
So you all are invited, whether you are preparing for interview or whether you are not preparing for interview, it doesn't matter. We will be taking the interview, and it will be a good practice for you guys and for us also.
Others also.
Yeah.
Right. Also, what we will do is we will ask you questions with all the subdomains like Hibernate, Spring Boot. Either me or he will be taking your interviews on those particular things, and then at the end, he'll be discussing the how the particular interview has been and your feedback on the same.
Yeah. So we have only
Hi,
3
Shiv.
minutes left, and the stream will going
Yeah,
to end.
it's going to
So
end.
we would like to thank you enough. This silver play button won't be possible without you guys. We have planned to come on live after we have crossed the 100K, but because of
The pregnancy
yeah.
thing, we were not able to.
Yeah.
But thank you so much for helping us reach to this milestone. We would have been nothing without you
Yeah.
guys. Also, I know that there are many questions yet remaining. Just let us just drop a comment and let us know that if you have more such questions,
Yeah.
either in the comment or you can let us know. We'll put one more Q&A sessions very soon.
Yeah.
So just let us know. We'll be very happy to conduct one more Q&A session with you guys. It's very good to have been a personal connect with you people. Thank you so much for being with us.
Yeah, we are receiving many questions, but we'll try to answer in the next session. We will be planning next session soon.
Okay, one question from Ravindra. I'm sorry. Can you please make a playlist for non-relational DBs like MongoDB? We already have created one.
Yeah, I
video on
have
MongoDB.
already created like 2 or 3 videos on MongoDB, but yeah,
We'll post more videos.
Yeah, we'll post more videos.
We'll do that, Ravindra. So I
Yeah,
think that's all.
That's
Thank
all.
you so much
Thank
for
you so much,
connecting.
guys. Thank you so much, and good night and Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Holidays are very nearby. Prepare well for your next year with more such interviews and more money back with you.
Yeah.
So all the best for your new future. All the best for your interviews. Stay connected. We'll be very happy to have all your concerns like solved. Just let us know in the comment section. We are always very active in the comment sections.
Yeah. And if you have any if you have a list of interview question with you, you can just mail us with the mail ID that is codedecodebusiness@gmail.com. We will try to answer each and every question. Yeah.
Thank you so
Thank you
much
so
for
much. Bye
connecting.
bye.
Bye. Good night.